Hello again everyone. So today was the second and final day for the Princess Connect's 6th anniversary stream, and they even announced a whole bunch of stuff, so I'll be talking about them here in case you guys missed the stream or would like to know what has been announced in just one place. Also keep in mind the Princess Connect Discord will also have a summary of everything that was announced, and I probably won't be actually covering everything that was announced because some things aren't really that important or as important as other things. But in any case, let's just get right into it now, shall we? Well, this isn't really that important, but I kind of felt like talking about it. They announced two new figures. They look amazing. A Princess Kiaru figure. It's not painted yet, but so far it looks very, very good. And this figure for ceremonial garment Yui. Not as complex as Kiaru, but also looks incredibly nice. I'm guessing this one will probably be very, very expensive, probably around 200 bucks. And this probably around, I don't know, maybe 130 bucks, maybe 140. Yeah, both quite pricey, definitely pricey, but they do look amazing, especially Kiaru over here. Moving on, they did go over some stuff we already know about, so I'll be just briefly showing them and not dwell into them too long. But as we all know, they will be implementing elements into the game. These elements are only weaknesses on the boss fights we are facing. They also expanded a little bit on the element by showing us how much damage the characters get if we have multiple characters with the same element. So if we have just one character with that element, we don't get any damage bonus. If we have two characters with the same element, we get a 5% damage bonus, 3 characters 10, 4 characters 25, and 5 characters 50%. So it's definitely very, very important to have all of the characters with the same element, which might make things a little bit complicated. This will definitely make teams way more diverse than they were before, because you know, teams these days are, for example, physical teams, everybody uses La Barista and everybody uses Princess Kokoro because it's just broken like that, you know. But because of that kind of stuff will likely stop happening, which is honestly really interesting. It's interesting to see. It's going to be very interesting to see what other characters are going to be very viable from now on. Like characters that weren't viable for a really long time because they just weren't as good will probably start becoming very, very good. Another thing to keep in mind here is the bosses will get a 50%, will take 50% more damage against their own weakness. So if we attack here, this boss is weak against fire. If you attack the boss with fire characters, the boss will take 50% more damage. Another thing that is not shown here, some bosses do have more than just one weakness. So for example, this boss could have fire and wind weakness, for example. And in those cases, you can actually have a mixed team of fire and wind, and they will still get all of the damage bonuses, which is very interesting. So you don't need to actually have everybody with the same element, which is nice, you know, which is nice. Moving on, we also already know about the skill tree from I don't know, Kishkun skill tree, I don't know. But we already saw this before. It is separated into 3 parts. The first part, you can level up each element, increasing the power level of the characters of each of those elements. The second tab, they actually talked about more about the second tab, which I will be talking about in a little bit. But basically, they give some specific buffs to everybody, which I will talk about in a little bit. And the third tab will give buffs to everybody according to what you unlock, basically. We already know this, but to level up the first tab, we will need these orbs, which we will be able to farm in these new stages. The second tab, we will also need this thingy. We will also be able to farm them in these stages. But the third tab, we will be needing a new item called, where is it? The masterpiece. These masterpieces are actually quite special, and they will only be available in very specific ways. There's going to be this new shop called the Connect Shop, where you can get like some coins by just doing the gacha, and you can buy the masterpiece here. Masterpieces will also be available in events. You can also get masterpieces in the gacha, which is interesting. And I think there are a few other ways that I'm not really remembering, but basically they will be giving them away as time goes on. Going back to the second tab, this tab has a lot of different icons, and those icons are these ones over here. They are icons that will increase the attack. So you guys know these icons, right? Physical and magic attack, physical and magic defense, HP, physical and magical critical rate, and physical and magical critical damage. These icons are actually separated into elements. They all have their own element. So as you can see over here, this is for HP for fire character, this is HP for water characters, and so on and so forth. So basically, as you can see over here, if you level up this icon over here, will increase the attack of all physical attack of all fire characters. This one will increase the the magic defense of all earth characters, and you get the gist, right? It's very simple to understand. And the rainbow one is for every character. It doesn't matter which element they are. And of course, we can farm them here. On these new stages, they are doable 10 times per day, and they do actually spend stamina, if I remember correctly, which will be a little bit bad, but you know, I don't think it's a lot of stamina though, so it's kind of nice. And of course, these tries, as mentioned, they do refresh daily, so 10 turns per day. And also, these 10 attempts are actually independent on each section, so 10 for the fire, 10 for water, 10 for wind, and you get the gist. And it's wind and not earth. I said it was earth before. It's not earth, it's wind. So yeah, moving on, we of course know there's going to be the new Synchro system, where we will be able to synchronize everybody's level with your 20 most leveled up characters, and everyone else will have the level of the lowest leveled character of those 20 characters. But because of that, they will actually refund, or not really refund, but they will give us some stuff for the extra characters we have leveled up. And those stuff are very, very nice. They will be giving us a lot of jewels, apparently. This is the math for it. I don't really feel like doing the math, so if you actually care how much jewels you'll get, just try figuring this out. And they will also give some materials for the element stuff, which is very, very good. So yeah, hopefully we can get a lot of jewels with this. It's honestly... It might be worth considering just leveling up a bunch of characters just to get more jewels, but I don't know. Maybe it's better to just save your resources, maybe. Moving on, of course, we also already know about this. They will increase the damage cap for all the damage types, which might make some characters viable again. For example, Princess Pecorine, her burst, the max amount of damage she could do was 1 million, if I remember correctly, which was very, very bad. But now she can do up to like 10 million damage, which is pretty good, pretty good. But we already know about this, so let's keep going. A new mechanic thing, bosses now will not get more TP from getting damaged. So the burst cycles for boss fights now will all be very consistent, independently of the team that you're using. So maybe you'd be using a team that deals a lot of damage early on. Now it doesn't really matter because they will not really get TP from all that damage, which is really nice. It makes things very, very consistent, which is really, really good. Now they announced they will also make new stages for Grotto, new mana stages, experience, and the heart items for what, the unique equipments, if I remember correctly, which is nice. It's been quite a bit, I mean, since the last anniversary, so this is a nice addition because, you know, as we go up in levels, we start needing more and more mana and more EXP. So a very nice addition, very welcome addition. Another nice thing to know, they will be resetting the ladder in in Battle Arena. So the regular one. So this is going to be on the 1st of March. So it's going to be a reset. And if you, I guess I personally will be trying to reach top 1. I'll try to actually get to first place, see if I can get there on the first day, since, you know, not a lot of people will be playing. Would be kind of nice to see if it was actually possible. Now, starting from here is actually very, very nice stuff. Starting off with, from the 15th of February all the way until the 22nd, there will be an increased drop rate for 3 stars for the gacha. So it's 2 times more. What's the drop rate for 3 stars actually? Is it 3% or 2.5? I don't really remember. I think it's 2.5. So if it is 2.5, there will be a 5% chance of getting a 3-star in the gacha, which is very, very nice. There will be a lot of new characters, a lot of banners, I mean, coming. A lot of banners coming out that are very, very good. So this is going to be it's going to help a lot. It's definitely going to help a lot. Next up, they will be giving up to 150 free polls starting on the 15th of February, so this month. This is also going to help a lot, like a lot, with all the banners that are going to come out that are very, very important. Like, for example, Summer Nanek, I can't believe they're rerunning that alongside with Liberated Nozomi and Muimi. It's going to be ridiculous. I feel kind of bad for people who are trying to pull for everything, but you know, hopefully everyone gets lucky. I sure hope so. I sure hope I get lucky. No, goddamn. Of course, they will also be they'll also be selling this ticket where we can choose a limited character all the way until summer run 5. I'm not sure which characters will be available. Don't really know them at the top of my head, but once this is released, I'll try to make a video and help you guys choose which characters are actually important to pick in case you are interested in buying this ticket. Also, I believe this ticket will also give a free 10 pull. I mean, it's not free. Will also give a 10 pull, which is very, very nice. Moving on, there's going to be 2 new unique equipments, number 2 for Shizuru and Rino, which is quite nice. Maybe, we don't know, but maybe Rino could see a comeback in PvP. And maybe Shizuru is a nice tank. I'm guessing she's gonna be quite a bit useful since, you know, elements. Maybe Shizuru sees a comeback, you know, especially with her new unique equipment. You know, usually these unique equipments do buff them by quite a bit. So we never know. They might actually make them very, very good again. Rino is probably just for PvP. And even then, who knows? Maybe she's not that good. Anyway, they also announced the next boss for the dungeon, Dungeon Extreme 7. He looks amazing. This boss design looks really, really cool. And by the tails from over here, it's very, very likely that we'll have to play around with the elements. I'm guessing the boss will like shift stages, and in each stage it's like a different element, and we'll need like different teams for each element. You know the gist. It's gonna be a very interesting boss fight. I still have to finish the X6 stuff. They also announced the next event. It's gonna be the winter event. Please ignore the fact that they're using swimsuits, even though it's winter, but they are in like a resort thingy. That's why they're using swimsuits. But yeah, this is the next event. It should be next month, if I remember correctly. But nonetheless, goddamn, these new units look amazing. Chioru looks incredibly hot, Yuni looks incredibly cute, and Kuroe looks incredibly cool. Like, they did an amazing job with these designs. Like, I gotta say, holy. I was actually really, really surprised with this. I can't wait to actually pull for them. I'm guessing Chioru is gonna be the limited one, definitely. I really hope they are all of them very good, because most of the time these girls, the only good one is Uni, and Shiru and Kuroe are usually not that amazing, which is unfortunate because I do like them both quite a lot. So hopefully, let's hope they are very good units. Moving on, they also finally showed Astral Hii, and goddamn, she looks incredible. Look at this background. She looks so cool. And now she's not using her usual gloves, which was a little bit surprising for me. She's using these very stylish gloves, which I like quite a bit. They look really nice on her. But from what they've showed on the stream, she's gonna be kind of a sub DPS support-ish character, where she's gonna buff your guys and also debuff the enemy. Buffing attack and critical rate and critical damage, I'm not sure, but will also decrease the attack of the enemy, and I think critical rate. I'm not sure. I could be wrong, because I don't think I understood the skills description that correctly. I kind of wish I could pull for her, but I'm kind of broke, so I might be skipping her, unfortunately. Maybe. Well, we'll see. We'll see what the future holds. And of course, they also announced the next 6-star characters. And as you guys know, or you may not know, but this month there will not be any new 6-star characters, unfortunately, because with the schedule for everything, they are releasing a bunch of stuff and doing a bunch of other stuff for the game. So they didn't really have time for a new 6-star character this month, but they announced the next ones, and they will be New Year Hui, New Year Hui, and New Year Hui, and they look very beautiful. You can see over here, but Yui is like holding Yuki's hand, I think. Well, she's holding someone's hand, which looks very cute. I can't wait to see what they do. They didn't show what they actually do during the stream, but we should find out eventually during the next month, I guess. And finally, the best part of all of this, they announced the next pre-fest unit, and it's gonna be no other than Edis over here. And good lord, she looked incredible. Holy. They also showed an animation, the animation for... I'll show it on screen, but the animation for her reveal was very good. As you guys might see, this background is the same background in Astral Hii's background. So they are actually like next to each other. So yeah, Edis is on the right and Yui is on the left, and it looks amazing. I'll show it on screen, of course, the full image. You guys will have a good idea of what it actually looks like. But damn, she looks incredible. They didn't really tell what she did, but from the looks of it, they did show the animation for her burst, and it should just be a buffing thing. She like deploys this area or something, this domain expansion, if you will, and I'm guessing she just buffs everybody with magic, and who knows. We don't really know. I have no idea. They didn't release any information, but damn, it doesn't really matter. She looks amazing, and I'll be pulling for her for certain, even if I don't have enough for pity. It's a thing that's gonna happen, it's a fact. And I will get her. Surely, hopefully. Come on, I hope I don't have to go all the way to pity, man. Come on, guys. Just spare me this one, please. In any case, that's everything that has been announced for Princess Connect 6th anniversary stream day 2 and 1, really. Yeah, a lot of really fun stuff. I actually can't wait, especially for Edis. Unfortunately, she's gonna come out at the end of the month, so still quite some time, so a few weeks, which, you know, sucks, but it is what it is. We'll have to be patient, but yeah, that's everything they announced. So yeah, I hope this was helpful. Again, I am trying to reach 1,000 subs, so if you're not subbed just yet, please consider subbing. I would really appreciate that. Would make me very happy. And of course, again, thank you to Lou for the membership, and I'll see you guys next time.